Boys, we all saw the edit. Today, we're going back to the golden age of the empires, and we're going to be looking at some of the best and some of the worst UFC fighters to have as your emperor. So we're going to be looking at how well would they go to war with other countries? How well would they run your country? What are they going to let you do? What are they not going to let you do? How many people are they going to kill? So starting off the tier list, we have a very middle of the road, not too good, not too bad. This is going to be our baseline, Piotr Yan. So Peter Yan, he's kind of like he's like a cyborg, right? He doesn't have too big, too brash of a personality. So I don't think he's going to be like going looking for fights. He's not going to be going looking for other countries to just start beef with. But you know, if you get invaded, I feel like he's going to do a good job at defending, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he would be higher, but takes him a little bit to download all of his data. He wouldn't start off the attack strong. He would have to fall back, re-push in. So,
Exactly. Next up, coming into the tier list, Trust. I'm putting Izzy in the C tier. Trust.
I know he would be really motivational for your country. Now, he always thinks he's in an edit of his own. You guys would start invading country. He'd be like, "I'm gonna break the spirits like a stick, trust," something like that, and like he would hype you guys up. But
But I'm gonna be
can't have too many
honest.
dogs laying around the
He's
country.
he's gonna be really underwhelming performance wise. So he's gonna wage war on a country, and then he's gonna talk this big game. He's like, "We're coming for heads. Trust. I'm gonna leave him frozen like Elsa. Trust." And then you're gonna be in a 10-year war. Your country's gonna be in debt. There's gonna be famines, and he's gonna be like, "I'm still coming for their heads. Trust." Bruh, Izzy would not be great, but you know, if you're in a time of peace, I feel like Izzy could be all right. But as an emperor, as a conqueror, I don't know, man. Next up, we got somebody a little bit better, a little bit smarter, a little bit more tactical. We got the Sandman, Corey Sandhagen. He's going to be going in the A tier, man. I feel like if you're in a war, the most important thing is going to be the strategy. More so than your technology or capability. He's going to be busting out the beakers and test tubes, man.
Yeah, I mean, you might just be a little bit, he could be a little bit too critical on the army though. Like the people that are just out on war, and he's like critiquing their technique that they're using. Oh, now you gotta arch your back when you're shooting that gun. It's got too much of a kick on it. There's something like that. No,
He's going to be
that's
like,
what's keeping him out of S. But he's a good leader to have.
he's going to be like, "Hey guys, so we actually have to take over this country first, and then this second, and we have to use this formation. You have to go around, and you have to flank, and you have to." He is going to be very nerdy to the point where he might, pull back from doing certain things, which is why he's not the S tier. He gets a little bit too into the weeds. Sometimes you just got to go for it, which is what the next guy might be doing in the striking, the grappling, the wrestling. Bilal Muhammad. He's very neutral. He's kind of like Piotr Yan. He's not going to really be doing too much, but he's not going to be doing anything stupid.
He'd be another good hype man. He'd be better than Izzy just because I feel like he would just stay more neutral. Izzy would try to like attack certain people, so he's a little bit further down. I think Bilal, like he would have up his arm. We're better than shooting, the running, the hand to hand. He'd
The
he'd hype
Army,
them
the
up now.
Navy, the Air Force. We're better than them everywhere. Like literally everywhere.
Yeah, and like maybe he's got a couple of his young bloods that he's with.
Yeah. He's bringing the O block out on China, bro. Like they don't stand a chance on the south side of Chicago. Next up, we're going to be looking at somebody who would not be a good emperor. Our first D tier. Arf, 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 arf. You're going to go to war. Like, he's going to be at a diplomatic meeting with another ruler. He's going to be like, arf, arf, and he's gonna start crying. It's gonna be a whole sob fest. God forbid you ever lose one singular battle. This dude's gonna be going through it, man.
Yeah, I mean, he would also like send the troops and right away. You know, he's just not someone I would want leading my country. Make a bunch of dumb decisions. That's why he's in the D tier.
Bro, I also feel like he's gonna be executing people like crazy. Now, our next guy is also gonna be executing people, but probably for other reasons than Gene Silva. My wife's boyfriend's army is gonna be taking over your country very, very soon. Ian Gary,
He,
if you criticize him, you are dead, bro. He is coming for heads.
he would not be a ruler that you want to have. He would just be he'd be sitting upstairs. He'd be in the castle or whatever.
He'd be in the
His
corner of the
wife and her
castle.
boyfriend would be making all the decisions in the country. He would just be sitting there, not even in the conversation, just chilling. I feel
Yeah,
like he
and
wouldn't do anything too stupid.
he would get so butthurt. Like, another ruler could send him a letter that just says you're stupid, and bro, your entire country is off to war. Like,
Yeah,
this
he
would not
sends the
be good.
lawyers after the. Next up, we got.
Next up, we got Deshaun Strickland. So here's the thing, you guys. I would actually be a pretty good ruler, man. I would actually be a pretty good emperor compared to Ian Gary the cuck. Sean Strickland
He
might be a little too brash for the job.
I feel like he'd be very conservative. Nah, he would take things slow, but certain people, if you're a woman, you're not doing anything in the country. You're strictly washing dishes and cooking dinner and cleaning.
See, now Sean
That's it.
Strickland, it's going to kind of depend on who you are, right? So now I feel like he would make a lot of unnecessary executions, but I feel like he would run a safe country and he'd run a clean country, which is why he's not in the D tier. But he is going to be very brash. He is a little bit emotional as well, like the guys that are in the D tier. But he does. He's into politics, so he kind of knows what he's doing. But
Yeah, I mean, you don't want him going like, you're thinking about China, guys.
yeah,
The Chinese
exactly.
people
I
are
feel like he's
small.
going to be getting into beef with other world rulers. He's going to be a little emotional, and he's going to be kind of fed up with the times. Somebody who's not going to be emotional, though, I'm putting Yuri Prohaska going in the A tier, bro. If you go to war, this dude is going to be on the battlefield himself. Yuri is like a modern day gladiator and a modern day like horseback like Spartan warrior. Like he's charging at him with a shield and a sword and a helmet on. Like, dude, Yuri is the kind of guy I want ruling over me. I'm gonna be
I love
honest.
the thoughts
He'd
of
be
Yuri.
so good.
Yuri would charge him with the shield, and then like the second he starts fighting, someone throws down the shield and just uses head movement.
Exactly,
Uh,
bro. He throws the shield at them like Captain America, and they start, and then he starts fighting them with his fist. He's the type of ruler that you're gonna see on the streets with you. Like he'll go like be a lumberjack as well, and he's the type of ruler that I know is gonna be loved by his people to the point where he can just walk around no security, and nobody's gonna touch him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he is gonna be waging war, but he's gonna be waging war for like the minerals, the resources, and then he's gonna win like immediately, bro. Like he is that guy.
The only thing that keeps him up S is he's. I just feel like some strategic things he wouldn't be able to pull off.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to get the beakers and test tubes out like Corey Sandhagen. And our next guy trains with Corey Sandhagen, Mr. Big Rufus. No strategy, He's just gonna be smoking weed, bro. He's gonna be smoking weed in the castle. Big Justin Gaethje is not gonna care what's going on in the country. He's gonna be swinging big meaty hooks. He's not the guy I want ruling over me.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe like his like advisor would cook him up a really good strategy and he throws it away right when the war starts. Like, in the middle of like you guys have like a plan going, and then all you hear is like your leader, charge and start sprinting at them. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he'll
That's how
do
I
it
imagine
himself.
it go. And then you just gotta go with the leader, so you go with them.
Yeah, our next guy is gonna be equally as bad for the opposite reasons. Brian Ortega, bro. If you guys get taken over by another country and like all your women get and your kids are all being slaughtered and all of your soldiers are dead, he's gonna be like, huh, it's part of the storyline, bro. Eagle breaks its beak and the nation comes back stronger, man. he's just not he's just not gonna care. He's too nonchalant. Everybody's
Yeah,
gonna be dying. There's gonna be famines, and he's just gonna be sat up in his castle like giggling to himself.
yeah, like the other countries, like they finish invading some of their countries, they're about to kill him. He's over there on the guillotine, going, "When an eagle dies, comes back stronger." Like,
Exactly, bro.
and then no one will even know what he said, and then I would not want him leading.
Next guy might be even worse for the complete opposite reason. Cares about everything. Manel Cap. I'm throwing him in the D tier. Absolutely horrible. You're going to war with every country. You're going to be at war with like 7 countries getting surrounded. They're all going to come crashing in. You're all going to die. And he's still going to be yelling at their ruler. He's still going to be screaming at the top of his lungs. He's going to be making all the executions. I don't think there would be a single thing Manel Cap would do right.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, he would start beef with a random country for no exact reason, though. He would just be done right away.
Yeah. Speaking of waging war, now listen up, brother. Now I think I would actually be a really good emperor because I'd be like the guy, the mustache guy. Bryce Mitchell, bro. I feel like he'd be kind of similar to Strickland, except a little bit less, brash, a little bit less emotional. And I don't think he's going to go around trying to prove points like Sean Strickland would.
I feel like he would be a very smart leader. I feel like he like knows his, I wouldn't say knows his history well, but I feel like he's like
Based on my own research.
I feel like he's well versed on how wars actually go. I guess not saying his information's correct, but
Yeah, Bryce Mitchell studies a lot of history, which is why he's not lower, and then also the emotional aspect as well. But Bryce Mitchell, I feel like he would run a very good isolationist like farmer society, and everybody's going to be pretty happy
yeah,
generally, except for there's definitely going to be its downsides. Don't get me wrong, bro. Bryce Mitchell, he's going to convince everybody. He's going to have all the teachers teaching that the Earth is flat. Like that's why he's not higher. But speaking of guys who are going to be teaching some falsehoods, bro, I never said to invade this country, bro. All I said was to have the army walk in. No, I never said that I wanted my troops to invade here, bro. Drickus, dude. The middleweights in the C tier featuring
I
Drickus.
feel like he would get himself in some he would get himself out of some situations. I'd say I feel like he would be able to gaslight some emperors, but I think eventually like one would catch on. When he's saying he never told his country to invade, he just told them to walk in. Eventually, one will catch on. He'll be able to keep you guys safe, but he wouldn't run a good country for you inside.
Yeah, Drickus isn't the brightest bulb in the box. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But he's gonna have legendary trash talk with other nations. Don't get me wrong. Like he's gonna be going up to Izzy's country. He's gonna be like, nobody said anything about dogs, bro. Relax. But Drickus, I feel like Drickus is gonna have like riots and fires going on in his country, and it's not gonna be like Brian Ortega where he doesn't care. He just doesn't know. Like if somebody brings it up to him, like he'll definitely put a stop to it. But I feel like he's just gonna be fumbling and bumbling around. He's gonna be kind of oblivious. And then he's going to be like gaslighting other nations into believing that he never said that, bro. Now, kind of a polar opposite to Drickus, I'm throwing Sean O'Malley in the B tier. He's kind of similar to Piotr Jan, except in a less like cold, ruthless way. Where he doesn't really have much going on in either direction when it comes to being an emperor.
His country's gonna be massive. He's gonna have Schmitty by his side. Schmitty's gonna be like his prince or something. Schmitty's gonna make every war massive. He'll make the production massive. That would just be a massive country.
Yeah, Schmitty is carrying him into the B tier. If not for Schmitty, he would be in the C tier. Schmitty's making Sean O'Malley's appearance on this tier list massive. This is gonna do hundreds of thousands of views everywhere.
You also gotta think though. You've also got Timbo. He's making sure the whole other country's well rested. He's making sure they're hydrated.
Yeah, Timbo.
He's worrying about their sleep schedule. Country's got a strict sleep schedule.
I feel like Sean O'Malley and Timbo are gonna not just make weed legal, but they're gonna mandate weed. So here's what's gonna happen. Sean O'Malley's gonna be losing a war, and then Timbo's gonna be like on his knees at the throne. He's gonna be like, "Here, Shug, drink this THC, Shug, huh?" And he's gonna be like, "That's the sleep schedule, bud." But Sean O'Malley has proven that if he finds something to be negative, like if he finds something to not be benefiting him, or in this case, his country, he knows to cut it out. Like he cut out gooning for the Marabri match. He cut out Jay and the Peen. He cut out smoking the weed for that one. Now, it didn't work, so he added it back, but I think that's a good aspect to have as an emperor that's keeping him out of the C tier. Now, somebody who can't even make it to the C tier, I am the champ! I am the king here, everybody! Rah! Allahu Akbar! Hamza is going to war with every single country. He's massacring all of their people. He's massacring his own people. Pretty similar to Manel Kopp and Gene Silva, to be honest with you. Except he knows what he's doing. Like
I feel like Hamza send in like a certain part of his army, and then just have like the rest of his army like shoot them in the back or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, as they leave.
Hamza came from a war-torn society, but my God, if he led a war, that would go down south. We have one man left to talk about. I think you guys already know who he is. This is our S tier. Bloody Volk. He's going to go invade the country.
Alexander the Great.
He's called the Great for a reason, bro. Bloody Volk. He's called the Great for a reason. Had 2 bloody reigns. He would be such a good emperor. So he's got a little bit of that Corey Sanhagen nerdiness and tacticality, if that's even a word. And he's got some of that Yuri, like, rush forward charge. Like, he stood and banged with Diego Lopez twice. And he's got the clutch factor.
And he's got the ecosystem.
We had Melatonin Date down 2 rounds against Max Holloway, the greatest cardio up to that point in the UFC. Known for his crazy volume like we've never seen before. Volk beats him. And he beat him 3 times. He has the clutch factor. He got out of that guillotine against the Eagle himself, Brian Ortega. He's clutching up for you in the wars. He's got 2 reigns. He's called the Great for a reason. And he's just got all the...
He's got the farming. He's got the down also.
Yeah, he's got the farming. You're going to have great... Like, everybody's going to have great meals in this empire. Volk would be so goated.
And he'd be fair to everyone.
He would be fair to everybody.
He would be a great leader to have.
Volk is like one of the nicest guys ever. And yes, this is glaze before anybody says that. Volk is just deserving of the glaze. Like, it's glaze worthy. Volk is glaze worthy, bro. Bloody Volk. He's rolling the country. We all love Volk around here. If you don't like Volk, you need to get the fuck out. And that's going to do it for the video, man. See y'all later, and peace.